First of all, I recommend for my purchasing domains and for hosting, I recommend Namecheap. I've been using this company for years now, actually for over probably 10 years. I've been buying my domains with them. I've been using their hosting, I think, for 3 years. Had no problems with it. Just so you know, with the hosting and I think everything, their customer service, they don't have a call center, so you can't call in for customer service, which honestly is not a big deal. They have live chat, and then they have when you have an account, you can send in like a service ticket or something as well. But the live chat works well. I've had no issues with them. I've tried when it comes to hosting. I've tried probably over 10 different companies, and this is definitely one of the best. And they have great prices, which is hard to find. It's hard to find a good company with good prices, and they're really good. So first of all, when you come on their website, namecheap.com, you're gonna just click sign up, and you can actually do this after you pick your domain, which I'll go to in a minute. But you can just sign up if you want here. When you sign up, you're just going to do you can create a username, password. You put your name, your email address. You can opt into their newsletter if you want, and then just create an account and continue. Very easy. But I think, yeah, you could just do that after you want to create your domain. So whatever domain name you're looking for, um, I'll just use my own name, Paul's Business. I think I'm spelling business wrong. .com. So this is what I'm just. There's obviously just an example here. I'm looking up obviously to see if the domain I want is available. I'm going to warn you now. A lot of times the .com you may want may not be available, and there's of course other options. I'm just going to so you hit search paulsbusiness.com. Huh, that's funny, actually. I did not expect it to be available, but it is. Is available, and it's actually only $6.98 for the first year. Looks like they're having a sale, and that's the thing I love about Namecheap. Their domains are so cheap. I've heard of people spending $30 for domains or $20 for a domain, and that's per year. It's a lot of money. And actually, I get things in the mail to renew my own domains for like $20 to another company, and I would never do that because with Namecheap, I think renewing them is $8 to $10 depending if there's a deal at the time. But this is really cheap. I've never actually seen a .com for $6.98 on here. Usually, the cheapest I've seen is $8.88. They have a special. But anyway, you're not going to spend any more than $10 on Namecheap for a domain, which is a really good deal. And just so you also know, you have to renew your domain every year, so you're just paying $10 or less a year for your domain, which is obviously really cheap. So once you find your domain here, you click add to cart. Now, if your domain's not available, I'll show you what shows up in a minute. Actually, I'll show you right now. Paul, let's see here. Google, let's do google.com. I know that's not going to show up. Google.com, you select search, and obviously it says registered in 1997. That's interesting. So obviously Google's been around for a while, but so I can't get Google, right? Of course. So it's this same thing would come up if you were looking for something else. Now, looks like all the Googles have been bought, and I'm guessing that Google has bought them. But usually they would recommend other option here that wouldn't be grayed out that you'd be able to get for that domain. It might be a .org, a .net, a .co, something like that. Obviously with Google, they have everyone locked down, which makes sense because it's their company and they don't want anybody, I'm guessing, to even fake that they're Google. Um, but nonetheless, that's what will come up if you can't find if the domain you want is not available. So anyway, I got the one that I want. Let's just pretend. So I go to my cart, and again, I'm not signed into my account. So what you do is you confirm your order. Oh, just real quick, I'm gonna go back here. You can just leave the Who Is Guard as a 1 year subscription. Um, it'll tell you here it's just a privacy protection service. It hides your personal info in the public Who Is database, keeps your data safe, and helps to avoid spam. The Who Is database pretty much is a database that has every domain name in the world listed on it, and it pretty much says who owns it and everything, and you're maybe like the address that's registered to it. What Who Is does is it protects all the information and actually blocks it so people can't see it. So you get a free year. Actually, I think it's free forever now. You used to have to pay like $1 a year. It's free forever. So now you do confirm order, and now what you would do again, like I said before, you would actually just create an account. Once you create your account, it's going to ask you to enter like your credit card information, probably your address and everything, and then your purchase is done and your free account is created, and you just spent what under $10 for a domain. Now you'll use that same account for when you want to get hosting, and just go to shared hosting. If it's your first ever site, all you need is shared hosting. What that means is that, with a hosting company, by the way, you're borrowing, pretty much, you're renting their server. So with shared hosting, you're actually sharing a server with more than one website, and that's the cheapest plans they have. And their plans here are really cheap, as you can see. Now let me warn you, this is for the first year. I believe this one here, the Stellar plan, you can have up to 3 websites on this one. The second one here is unlimited websites, and this one here is also unlimited websites, but they just give you more. Each one, of course, gives you a little bit more. If you just only have one website, or I'd say even 2 websites, you could go with this. If you have 3, even though it says it can hold up to 3, I would go with the second one, Stellar, because even though it says it could do 3 websites, they'll allow you to do 3. The resources that your websites need, I should say, like the resources that the server that takes up on the server, you may not be able to really put 3 websites up without having some issues with them. So that's like the simplest way for me to put that. But again, look at a price difference, not really much. So this is 144. If you pay monthly, they give you 2 options, monthly and yearly. Oh, I'm sorry, monthly is different actually. I'm sorry, excuse me. Um, Monthly is 288 a month if you just want to pay by the month for this cheap plan. Of course, this one's 488 and $8.88. You do the math, that's really cheap. What this is like, what, maybe $35 a year? Um, but if you do yearly, like you just pay the whole year at one time, it's very cheap. It's cheaper. So for instance, you'll pay 144 a month. I'll do the math real quick. That will cost you $17.28. So if I purchase this hosting right here, click get started, purchase it, all I would have to pay for that first year is $17.28. Every year after there will be $2.88, which then per month, which then comes out to $34.56 a year. So pretty much for a website, you're spending $45 a year for your website. That's not bad at all. It's a really good deal. So anyway, if you want to purchase this plan, of course, you're signed into your account. You click get started, and then you would connect to your existing domain that you've purchased already. That's why it's important to actually purchase domain first. You click existing domain, and then once you sign in, your domains would show up, and you could just pick 1 or 2, whatever domains you have, to be your main domain for your account, and then just sign up for that account, and that's it.